Hooty hoot. Okay, you guys, I'm going to send a Marco Polo to my cousin Sissy real quick. It's kind of cool. It's a little better than Snapchat because you don't have to keep holding the button in. You just hit start. Hey, Sissy, I'm calling you in the middle of my live stream here just to say hi, and I will talk to you later. Love the hat, and I'm glad that you already have one, but if I find a cute one, we'll send it to you. Okay, love you, cousin. Bye. So that was easy. I just sent a polo. Hi, whoever's just coming in. Let me get out of here. Oh, is it still going? Oh my God. It was still going. That's funny, you guys. Okay. Oh my God. Before I start, oh yeah, I've got papers here. Had to get me a printer, so I decided, well, since I got it to use for something else, I guess I could print off. Man, I didn't think it was going to be that many pages. Here's a blank one. Okay, before I start, I'm going to show y'all this. Yay, Brandy! I was just going to show you the stuff you gave me. This one I really love. It's the first one I looked at. That is cool. Okay, that's one. Girl, you got a lot of these, Brandy. They left. Okay, let's see. I haven't looked at any of these yet until just now. I saw that one like right before I started. Aw. This one is, oh, I was looking at wrong. And I'm girly. These are like girly things, and I like girly things. Check that out, you guys. Isn't that pretty? It's going to be really cool looking whenever I get done with it. Way cool. Glad you like them. I do. Thank you so much, Brandy. I'm going to make you a moderator. Hold on. All right. Brandy, you're a moderator. That means if you see people being ugly, then you get to like put them in timeout and stuff. Okay, here's the little one. Yay! Brandy's got a wrench. Brandy's got a wrench. All right. This one so far looks like it would be a sailor's tattoo. Oh, this is the one I think you were telling me about. That is cute. That's really cute. At first I thought, oh no, the paper's not on there, but it is. All right. This one is. Okay. This is a bathroom one. Hi, whoever just came in. Man, the bubbles look 3D. I've got a 10. It's like the mom cave, but it's like a bathroom. Whoops. So this will go with it really good. Okay, I'm gently rolling these back up. Hi, whoever just came in. Do not mix the diamonds. Thank you for all this stuff, Brandy. That's like way too much, girl. Oh, let's see. This one is, man, these already look 3D. They're shiny. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, there's that one. It's going to take me forever to do these. Wait, do mix the diamonds or do not? Be careful, do mix diamonds. Do not. I think you're trying to say. Okay, one more. Oh, it's a fairy. These look like those cards. Oh, it's so pretty. Thank you, Brandy. These are neat. Very cool. Those are going to be really cool when they get done. Ah! I'm like fumbling. Oh, well, I'm glad you didn't dump them and decided to give them to me. This one right here. Oh, that is pretty cool. Thank you. And you're texting. I need a drink of my giant Mountain Dew. Oh, man. All right. Oh, and then I forgot to show this cool little thing. This is the tool to use. And then Brandy used some. It's a clay that dries and it's like a foam clay or something. Can you hear that? It sounds foamy. It kind of reminds me of that stuff, that foam stuff. It's called stuff. But except you can form this the way you want it. So that'll be cool and it won't slip out of my hands easy. So, all right. Hi, whoever just came back in. All right. Are y'all ready to talk about the two witnesses? Deanna, hey, you made it. Did you see the diamond paintings that Brandy gave me? Did you make it for that? Deanna, Brandy's my friend that lives here in town. And she gave me these cool diamond paintings. I'll show this one. It's the one on top. So I'll just show this one for now. Oh, haha. All right. There's one. Whoops. There's one of them right there. And just on parts of them, you put the diamonds in there. It's really cool. I'm still working on the very first one she gave me for Christmas, y'all. So, I don't know. Maybe I could work on a few at the same time. Some of them don't have as many diamonds and others have a lot more and stuff. So, okay, the two witnesses. Okay, you did good. Yay! I hope your week has been good, Deanna. I haven't talked to you in a couple of days. But didn't I send you a Marco Polo? Were y'all here whenever I was sending the Marco Polo to my cousin Sissy? I thought I was done, and so I was talking to y'all and going, what's wrong with this? So that's going to be funny for her. If I made her laugh, I've done my job. Okay, the two witnesses. I'll try and keep on track. And And maybe I'll stop in between each one in case you guys have something that you want to add or comment on. So the two witnesses. One, who are the two witnesses? Enoch and Elijah, because those two never died, or Moses and Elijah, because Moses gave the law and Elijah was the prophet. And that's who appeared to Jesus on the Mount of Transfiguration. So who do you guys think it might be? It's going to be Elijah for sure. I think personally that it's going to be Enoch because he never died. No one saw where Moses was buried. So maybe God took him also. Wouldn't that be cool if it was all three of them? Excuse me, you guys. That should be a hint of quit smoking, but not ready. Okay, number 2. When do they come? I think what I believe it to be is it's going to be sometime before the Antichrist shows up. That's when I think that they will show up. But because when there's prophecies about on God's side, I guess, like the witnesses and Jesus and everything else, it's in days. And whenever it's prophecies dealing with Satan, and if it says a month, well, a month is like way shorter. There could be a new full moon, like, well, what is a blue moon? That's a full moon twice in 1 month. So I quit in 2012 when my dad died. Good for you, Deanna. I quit a while back, but everything got to me and I started smoking, which I wished I would have never done it. But I did. I should go get a vape pen to smoke. Maybe I will tomorrow. I saw one today, but I don't know. I like the taste of cigarettes, but I know it makes me feel like crap at times. Okay. So on number 3, what will the two witnesses say? I think they're going to preach about Jesus. It's like my circulation's getting cut off to my head here. Hold on. Okay. Oh, nerve-wracking. Worry, worry, worry. Yeah. Me and Brandy got to smoke cigarettes together today. Okay. I think that the two witnesses are going to talk about Jesus. And I also think he's going to be, or they are going to be, teaching against the Antichrist and exposing him for who he is. That's probably why they're going to get killed. But, that's another thing. Whenever, they are killed in the streets of Jerusalem, just a few, it says everybody's going to be happy and giving gifts and stuff like that. But I wonder, am I going to be happy because I know 3.5 days later, Jesus is going to be coming back? So, is it going to be okay to be happy that they died? I don't know. I mean, I don't know everything about the Bible, but I mean, if that's cold that just came in, what is your thoughts? Or is it the American? I remember was a big thing for me also. Hi, whoever just came in. So, that's, what I think. Number 4, are they here now? I don't think they are, but some people are saying they're here, and it's like, well, how come I haven't heard of them preaching in Jerusalem? And, why haven't we seen any footage of that if they're here? Because I think we all would. Don't y'all think that if the 2 witnesses were in Jerusalem preaching Jesus and against, I guess, the one world system and stuff, then, wouldn't that be on TV and everything? Or would it be like that movie where they hid that, not let the public really even know they were there? I don't know. Okay, so why are they coming? All right, and I actually have a Bible verse for you guys. Oh my gosh. There we go. Sorry, distraction. Okay, so why are they coming? Revelation 11, 3 through 19 talks about whenever the what will be happening whenever they're here. So I'll just read a little bit of it at a time. I've tried to read over them before, and so hopefully I won't have to backtrack and reread anything. Okay. 3, and I will give power unto my witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. And this is sad, but the first thing I think of is, what exactly is sackcloth? Is that like a potato sack, or do y'all know what that is? Sackcloth. Do y'all know? I'm giving y'all a chance to answer if you do know. If you don't know, let me know and I'll just move on. I hate to go to other screens and try and look it up, but it always shows them like in rags. So is rags, or tattered clothes, is that sackcloth, or is it actual, like, I picture potato sacks, like Lucy whenever she did that. Okay, Brandy don't know. Do you know Deanna? Deanna, or whoever else is listening in? Okay. I forgot she's talking to her son, so I'm not going to ask Deanna to look up stuff, because if her son's there, then she needs to spend time with him. But I appreciate her tuning in anyway. Okay. So 1,260 days. Is that like supposed to be the 3.5 years? I think it is. Okay. These are on 4. I hate to say the numbers, because if you're reading a book, if you read Moby Dick, it doesn't read a sentence and then say 2. No. Sorry. Oh God, I'm so cheesy sometimes. The petty things that I obsess on. That's sad. Okay. Okay, the 2 witnesses are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks, which sticks standing before the God of earth. And I think that's, I can't say for sure what it is because I don't know. I know there's a lot of symbolism and stuff. Burlap. Yeah, that's like what the potato sack is made out of, isn't it? But you know, you see these videos and movies and stuff that just show them in all kinds of rags. And but I always think of the potato sack. Burlap, I think is what it is. That should be my homework is find out exactly what it is. I've tried to find it, but have not really been able to for my understanding. Okay. I did graduate the 6th grade like Jethro. Just kidding. I made it higher than the 6th grade, I promise. Or did I? Okay. Um, so gosh, I don't know exactly. Wish Cole was here to kind of help out because he could answer them like that. Um, so yeah, the symbolism, the olive trees. You know, if you look at the real Israel flag, it's not the Star of David. It's I want to say a dove holding an olive branch, or there's an olive branch or something, or there's oh gosh, y'all. I wish I would not do that to myself. I think there's like wheat and an olive tree, maybe, or a branch or something like that. But it's, you know, it's confusing that they have two flags. I never, yay, thank you, Deanna. It's not showing on my thing yet. But, so yeah, there's a lot of symbolism and it's hard to, you know, like when I don't get it, there's like different people I'll go and listen to, like Michael Rood. He's like, I was listening to him, I think yesterday, one of my days off, and man, he was like yelling. I was like, almost had to turn it off because it was getting my anxiety up, but he would calm down for a while. And then, but you know, he's passionate about that. And it's like, whoa. Um, like he brings up stuff that no one ever notices that's in the Bible about all kinds of things. I'm not going to go into that right now, but maybe I will watch some of his stuff later and then like talk about it, but then leave links below for y'all to go there. But if you look up Michael Rood, then you'll find all of his stuff. Okay, so 5, back on track here. Lots of symbolism is where I was leaving that with that. But so 5 says, and if any man will try to hurt them, then fire can proceed out of their mouth and devour and will hurt them. He must in this manner be killed. So is it going to be literal fire, or is it going to be like like PS screaming? Yeah. But it's like, okay, calm down, dude. You know, the Jesus is coming with a two-edged sword coming out of his mouth, and those are words. So is the fire going to be literal fire, or is it just going to be words of fire? Because they're going to be able to do like miracles and stuff. And if anybody does try and hurt them until it's time, then, you know, they'll be able to kill them, or they'll be killed somehow. So I don't know. Think do you think of that stuff? Thought I better finish that sentence. It's like some people don't think though. Sometimes I don't think before I speak and I regret what I've said. I've gotten better. Okay. So 6, it says, these have the power to shut heaven, that it not rain in the days of their prophecy. So they're going to be there. That kind of answers the question from before. They're going to be there prophesying, And I think they're going to, this just kind of came to me. It's my speaking without thinking moment here. But I wonder if they're going to be like, because Jesus is mentioned all the way back from the beginning to the end. So I wonder if they're just going to be prophesying everything about Jesus and, from the beginning until now. I don't know if that's what they're going to do, but I wonder. Okay. So, and that it not rain in the days of the prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them into blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they want. So they could put a boil on your face if you're like trying to go against them or whatever. And then if that one disappeared, then they would make another one come up. I'm thinking of the plagues from Moses, So I'm wondering, with that said, could it be Moses and Elijah? Because, with Moses and the 10 plagues of Egypt. So I wonder. Okay, 7. Leaving the greenhouse, walking to the house. Okay, see you in a minute, Deanna. I hope it warmed up there. Hey, when you get back in, let me know what your temperature is. I'm yelling as if she's really walking like out this. Sorry, y'all. Oh, man. That's too funny. Hi, Stormy. I remember you from last week, I think. And whenever he told you subscribed right away. So thank you, Stormy. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, listen in. And if you do have anything to add to what you think of the 2 witnesses, then feel free to put them in the chat. And, or if you have questions or anything, then feel free and I'll try to get to it. Or if I don't know the answer, then I'll definitely say, I don't know. But welcome, Stormy. We have a storm mountain right over here somewhere, down that way. The Stanley's over there, but it's down there. And there's like a stormy pass, I think. But as long as, let's see, wait a second. Just making sure your last name wasn't Daniels. I'm teasing and I'm sorry. That was a cheap shot. And I apologize to you, Stormy. I should never insult anyone like that. So please forgive me for coming up with that cheesy joke. I hope you can forgive. That was my not thinking before speaking moment. So please forgive me. Okay. I'll move on now before I stick my other foot in my mouth. Okay. Of course, your real name is Stormy. Hers is a fake name. So sorry about that. Oh no, I think we lost Stormy. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so bad. That was a terrible thing to say. Yes, I knew it. Sorry I said that, and I don't, that just kind of came out. I was thinking Storm Mountain, and then all of a sudden, I better make sure, not to make any jokes. But okay, thank you for not being mad. I am dumb sometimes, so if I offend y'all, let me know that I've said something that's offended you in some way. Okay, I'm going to move on here. Since Stormy has forgiven me, and I will behave. Okay. So with them being able to shut down the heavens, so it'll be like when Elijah made it not rain back in his day, when he went up against Jezebel, and I forget the king's name. So just in that, it makes me think Moses and Elijah. I've heard, like in the Catholic world, that God turned him into an archangel named Metatron. I have a hard time swallowing that because when I hear that name, I think of the Transformers. And I don't know if that's true. Maybe he did do that. Okay. Okay, so 7. And when they shall finish their testimony, the beasts that ascend out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them. Which that kind of confuses me. Yay, Stormy has a sense of humor. All right. I think Enoch could be one because he was taken by God. Me too. And this verse 7 kind of confuses me because if Satan is bound in heaven, bound in chains in heaven, and Michael is like watching over him or whatever, how can he come out of the bottomless pit? So stuff like that confuses me with this. You know, maybe it's the left side of the Gulf is where hell is because you can't cross over and be with God. So maybe that's like the bottomless pit. And that's still in heaven. That's why everybody goes to heaven. But it's just which side of the Gulf are you on? Are you with Abraham and Jesus and all the disciples, or are you over here with Hitler and now Charles Manson and those guys? You know, on this same level, but there's just that gulf that cannot be crossed. So I wonder if that's the bottomless pit. He is given the key to the bottomless pit. Exactly. But if he's bound in heaven too, that's what I get confused on. It's like, because is it a hole in the ground? Because there is fire and brimstone in the ground. Maybe I'm not supposed to see or know that yet. I get confused on some of the stuff. I don't know the Bible. I mean, I know the Bible, but that don't mean I understand every single verse in there. And it does not contradict itself. It just has a different meaning. And maybe the part, and I don't know where it is, but when it's talking about Satan being chained, isn't he chained in heaven? Isn't that somewhere in there? Or have I misread that this whole time? But I believe what God says, and I'm not going to question him. You know, that's my biggest fear, is disappointing God and letting him down. I don't care about people. I mean, no, I don't want to let people down either, but I do not want to let God down. And, you know, that's my biggest fear ever, is letting him down. Okay, 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was also crucified. So yeah, after they, you know, are prophesying, and I think again, back from the beginning all the way to now, and, you know, talking, you know, doing their thing, prophesying against the evil one. Okay. I think it is an opening to the spiritual realm, not a hole in the ground. Okay, that makes sense. I've never heard anybody put it that way, but that makes sense. And it does kind of make me think of the Gulf thing too. So, okay, well, I feel a little more relieved about that. Thanks, Stormy. A spiritual realm. Yep, I like that. To me, that makes sense from how my crazy brain works. Okay, 9. And they of the They of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. I don't know how somebody would be able, I mean, I want God's will to be done. But to me, that's going to be hard, but I don't know how this is going to sound. Exciting to see them laying in the streets dead, because I know Jesus will be coming right after that. So is it wrong to get excited? I won't be giving gifts because that's useless for one, but it'll be sad that they got killed. Yes. But the exciting part is Jesus will come after that. So I feel weird about that. Is it wrong to be excited about that? And when we're gathered, we're all going to be, if you're still alive when all this is taking place, that's the center of the earth of this world is going to be Jerusalem. So whoever's supposed to be there will witness this. I'm sure I would cry for sure that they're dead, but I would be excited too. And I don't know if that's wrong. And I have a nervous laugh, so sometimes I laugh about it. Okay. 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts to one another. I kind of jumped ahead back there, sorry. Because these two prophets tormented them and dwelled on earth. So those people, we'll say the people that were fishing out of the left side of the boat, they're the ones that are going to be giving the gifts and partying and having a good old time because they're dead, because they were torturing them with truth of who Jesus really is. That's kind of what I think. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from God entered into them. I should say, will enter into them. And they stood on their feet, and a great fear fell upon which of them who saw. I'd like to see the look on their face whenever, like the pre-rapture, I would love to see the look on their face when they realize that that's the devil and not Jesus. That's shallow and petty on my half, but could you imagine the looks on their face when they see the two witnesses coming back to life? They're going to be needing their new Depends. A new pair. Okay, 12. And they heard a great voice from the heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Did we just see that? Then they're probably going to be begging for them mountains to fall. Okay, in that same hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to God in heaven. So I think the 7,000, I think those are like 7,000 fallen angels that followed Satan. I know there were more than that, but I think that's who. But sometimes, there's like, I think, and I could be wrong. If y'all know, let me know. More homework for Sonia. I think I've heard Pastor Arnold Murray say that there's like 7,000 very elect, which are going to be the ones who are brought up to Satan. And those are the ones that the Lord is going to speak through to, you know, do his thing through people. And then I've heard that then I've heard about the 7,000 that die in Jerusalem. Is that those 7,000 that as soon as the two witnesses, go up hither and instantly those guys die? Or is it the fallen angels? I don't know. See, that's stuff I wonder about too. Okay. So did the earthquake, is that's what gonna slain them? Okay, 14. Unless y'all have any questions about that. I mean, I don't know, I'm just kind of going over the two witnesses. I've been hearing people say that they're here already, and until I see that there's two guys in Jerusalem preaching the word and trying to, do what the two witnesses do, then I can't say they're here, unless God comes or they come to me and say, we're the two witnesses, we're here. That sounded kind of dumb, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know if God, if God wants you to know they're here, maybe he would do something like that. God can do whatever he wants because he's the creator and it's all going by his plan. And we're going to kick some dragon butt. And I hope y'all are ready to take that on. Don't be afraid. Fear God, and that's it. And you put all of your trust in him that he's going to take care of you, and he will. Because I would be gone from lots of different scenarios. Not so things happening. So I'm here for a reason. Okay. I was at 14. The second woe is past. So the second woe is the two witnesses. I think I'm just learning something, y'all. Yes, that's it. Oh my gosh, Stormy, you've watched the Shepherd's Chapel, haven't you? I just have a feeling. Sometimes it's like since you know Cole, the first time I ever heard him, I knew that he was a student of the Shepherd's Chapel. I mean, you can just tell. You can just tell. Because we're not wimps and we're not afraid to speak out and, tell the truth, and not be on a fourth grade level of staying on milk, Okay. Okay, 15. And the seventh angel sounded, and there was a great voice in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever. So that mighty earthquake, was that Jesus putting his foot down? I think I have to read that again. Hold on. And the second one was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay, it seemed like I missed something. 14 years, found shepherd. Oh, really? Wow. That is awesome. And Ron Wyatt is amazing too. I've on past, maybe there was a couple of videos ago that I did, and I posted some link to Ron Wyatt. But if you found his DVDs, then you don't even need to go to that. Yeah, he's the Shepherd's Chapel. It's been oh my gosh, 19, let's see, 1993 is how far back I go. Somewhere right around there. And I was just like, whoa, is this a preacher? I mean, he's like to me in no nonsense, down to business, and stays in the word. He don't go and off on Aunt Martha and Uncle Joe. Anyway, everybody's heard me talk about it before stuff, but that was like the best teacher I ever had. 2 weeks to listen to him, and I learned more in that 2 weeks than going to my church my whole life. So that says a lot. I mean, he don't leave anything out. He gives you that butter on that bread. He gives you them extra words you need. Plus, he answers a lot of questions, and have answered a lot of questions. Okay. And the seventh angel sounded, and there was a great voices in heaven saying, "The kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and his Christ, and of his Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever." We know that's Jesus. Oh, we lost somebody. Sorry. Bye. I must go on too much. I got to change doing that, not do it so much. Okay. So we know that's Jesus coming and putting his foot down. Okay. And the 24 elders which sat before God on their seat fell upon their face and worshiped God, saying, We give thee thanks, O Lord God Almighty, which art and was and art to come, because thou hast taken to thee a great power and hast reigned. And who are those 24? I hate it when people will say, like, I think the 24 elders are the 12 heads of each one of each tribe, each original son, and the 12 disciples. I don't know about Judas Iscariot. I don't, I'm not even going to try and go down that path because I don't know enough. I know some, but not enough to say, oh, he's one of the 12 saints. Some people say, like, Mother Teresa was a saint. I mean, she did really great things, but, it's not up to us to say who the saints are. Maybe she was not a great person behind closed doors. I'm not saying that, and I'm not spreading rumors, but we just don't know, and shouldn't trying to decide who the saints are. I think the 24 are the 12 sons of Abraham or Isaac. Oh my gosh, I just confused myself. The 12 original sons, and then the 12 disciples. So that's who I think the saints are. Some people say I'm a saint. I try and do good, but I'm no angel. Greg Allman says so. He says, I'm no angel. Now, I don't want to give the impression that I met him, but he just wrote that song about me, that I'm no angel. I'm teasing. Moving on. Okay. Okay, so 17. Saying, okay, and the 24 elders which sat before God on their seats fell upon their faces and worshiped God, saying, We give thee thanks, O Lord God Almighty, which art, oh, I just read that, which art and was and art to come, because thou hast taken to thee thy great power and hast reigned. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath has come, and the time of the dead, and they should be judged, and then thou shouldest give rewards unto thy servants, thy prophets, and unto the saints, and oh gosh, sorry, you guys, um, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and thou and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And the temple of God was open in heaven, and there was seen in his temple the ark of his testament, and there were lightnings and voices and thunderings and earthquakes and great hail. So, I'm not afraid. I don't think I'm going to be in Wagyu. I was just talking about you, dude. Welcome back. Seriously, I was just talking about you today. um, oh, it's okay. You can always go back and watch and make comments and stuff. But I was just talking about the two witnesses. Um, so the nations were angry, because they're going to have to go through God's wrath. That's what some of these pre-tribbies think, that they think the Great Tribulation and God's wrath is the same thing. And we know it's not. So, anyway, do y'all have any questions, or did I make it more confusing for the two witnesses? Did I? Wagyu. You know what? I went and watched that music. Oh my God, it scared me. That was scary stuff. One of the singers looked like Sting from the WWE. I don't know how their necks don't hurt. That's just rough music, dude. Wagyu. The black metal that you mentioned. And I did go and look at pictures of that church, which were pretty cool. So yeah, that was some crazy music. But I did go look at it just to see exactly what it was. And man, slasher music. Brandy, you're back. I'm lost, but I think yes, girl. Y'all, Brandy's been awake since 1 o'clock this morning. So it's okay, Brandy. I hate to make it more confusing, but if you have questions later, you can ask me and stuff. So what y'all think? Do y'all have any other subjects that you want me to try and cover? And not black metal music. Oh yeah, that stuff is crazy. Wagyu. Do you listen to that? Or were you just being a smarty pants saying, hey, listen to this? You know what? There was some J1s. J1s are people who come into town to work from other countries. It's a program that a lot of countries have. And so they're just here for the summer to work, and then they go back home. And I was kind of being a smart aleck, and there was a couple of people from the Ukraine. And so I just took them riding around and stuff. And they were really nice people. And I was like, asked them what kind of music. And so I was like, have you ever heard Disturbed? And they didn't really care for that. I think it was too much or something. I don't know. They thought it was weird. But I wish I would have heard. their Sound of Silence, but I think that was like came out afterwards. To be honest, I didn't listen to black metal until about 5 years ago. I kind of classified in the, oh man, you're into that heavy stuff. Holy cow. Excuse me 1 second, you guys. Y'all don't need to see me chugging my drink. So I'm doing it behind the scene. Ah. Okay, you guys. Y'all have got to go and watch Carly Adams. She is funny, funny, funny. I thought she was this one character for for a while. I guess about maybe a couple of months I've been watching Billy Next Door, My Neighbor Billy, or something like that. Oh my gosh. And so I thought this was a real person. And it's just a character, but oh my gosh, she's funny. You guys really, it's Carly Adams, but she does different characters. And she has like a Jennifer Aniston wig. Dude, people, I can't call everybody dude, but dude, she looks exactly like her and acts like her. She's got her character down really good. So if you want to laugh, definitely go watch Carly Adams. And she is one character. She looks like, I don't know if y'all ever watched Mama's Family, but she looks like Viola to me. Not exactly, but just kind of her glasses are way bigger. But she's pretty funny and stuff. So I think you guys should definitely go and check that channel out. Hey, Wagyu, do you have any subjects you want me to cover? Wagyu. I like that name. I was seriously just talking about you, dude. I can't exactly remember. I think I remember. Was I telling you, Brandy? Was that you I was talking to about Wagyu today? I think it was. So we was talking about you, Wagyu, but it was all good. Okay, yeah. So me and Brandy were talking shit about you, Wagyu. No, we weren't. It was not anything bad. It was all good. I'm trying to be nice, and I might make a Zach Bagans is fake part 3 just to apologize to some people. I don't know. What do you think about the amount of squirrel plants? Oh man, I don't know anything about that. That's right, you're the scientist. But I should. You know what? I'm going to copy that and paste it into my notepad so that way I can at least look into it and try. Do something new. Get out there out of your box and look into something new. Okay, let me do this real quick. And save. Save. Oh, hold on. Sorry, you guys. It's making me actually put a title. Okay. There we go. Can't just say document. All right, there we go. So I'm going to look into that. Wagyu, 20 years ago, we were alone in the universe. Now we have found hundreds of planets. But everything revolves around Earth. Don't you know that? I'm joking, Wagyu. That's what they used to think, that everything revolved around the Earth. And most people now think everything revolves around America, which it don't. But that is definitely interesting stuff. I don't know if I trust a lot of people on stuff, like black hole stuff. They have not proven to me that a black hole exists. So, I can't really comment on. I don't think black holes exist because I just can't find any proof. And people say, well, it's just really, really black there. It's like, how do you know that's just not far back space? Who says it's a hole? So I don't know, but I'm definitely going to check into that and see if I can find some cool videos on it and check it out at least and step out of my box a little bit. And that's what everybody should try and do, is just get out of their box just a little bit, one little toe at a time and stuff. So yeah, okay. Well, I'll see if I can cover that for tomorrow, if I can, do enough, find enough information on it and stuff. Hopefully it won't get me going, get my anxiety. It doesn't take much for me to my, bowling, go bowling. Oh, you know what, you guys? Let me remind everybody. So I told y'all my brother's in a band called Well Known Strangers, and Betsy, the singer of the band, she got on The Voice. And so I know it comes on tonight, but I won't see it until probably tomorrow. And everything. So go and check out Betsy Aid, and I don't think people vote, but root for her, because she really is, and I'm not just saying it because my brother's in the band. She can really sing very good. And if my brother was not in the band and I heard them, I would be going, this is a good band. So it's not just because my brother's in the band. um, a black hole is an easy thing to believe in. It's a point of mass where light cannot escape. Well, yeah, they say, like, if you really zoom in, then you can see a couple of bars of blackness. I mean, I've heard that, but yeah, no, definitely there is no light in there. So it could be. It's just so weird to me, and I don't completely understand it. That's why, you have to really, the only example I can give for that is, you know, something has to happen for you to really go. For me personally, I'm not talking about anybody else, this is just me. Like, for me, seeing ghosts, I can't convince you that there's any ghosts. You have to experience it for yourself. You have to have that experience to believe in a ghost, because if I never experienced it, then I would probably not believe in it. But definitely, very strange. Yeah, I do have a friend, and she was a ghost hunter too, but she's a scientist. I'm not going to give out her name or anything, but she's actually the one who went and met Zach Bagans whenever he was at the Stanley and told me all that stuff. But I'm still never going to mention her name. And even with the ghost, because of the profession, being a scientist and everything, she would never even take any pictures in the group. She would be the one taking the picture. So, but yeah, that's some crazy stuff. Well, I'll definitely look into that, Wagyu. And hey, Wagyu, and Stormy wasn't here either. Before I go, I'm going to show y'all one of these. It's called diamond painting. And it's kind of cool if you really want to know, and because I cannot explain this very well, go on YouTube and look up diamond painting. But Brandy gave me a bunch of them. Here, I'll show this one because it's bright. And you put all these little gems. They're not real diamonds, but there's just certain parts that you put the gems on. And, you know, this is on cloth or a canvas type thing. And it's a really cool whenever it's finished. So yeah, there's only like the wall on this is, it's just the girl. Not even her face. It's just her hat and clothes. That's what'll have the diamonds on them. But it's really very cool. And I showed that off in the very beginning of this video. So since y'all weren't here, then I thought I would share it with you right now. Wagoo's like, I don't give a damn about that stuff. But if Stormy was still here, she might think it was pretty cool. Did y'all hear that crocheting is oh gosh, what are they trying to say crocheting is? It's the feminists are trying to take control of everything. You know, guys can crochet too. It's okay. You know, there's a guy that put out crocheting needles and all kinds of stuff. There's nothing wrong with guys doing that. You know, if it gets their stress down, let them, you know, let them knit. I've never seen a guy do it, but I'm okay with it. I don't know if they could, I bet you that they would be into the diamond painting stuff, you know, because you really have to watch what you're doing and everything. So it's pretty cool. I was up all night, so I finished the wolf pack. Kyle just hung it. Oh, girl, tell him to get them frames made. Because you can frame them, put them in nice frames and hang them up. There's like a couple that's going to be going in my bathroom. If there's room. This place is so small. But yeah, my grandmother knitted me. Oh, He-Man armor when I was, oh, how cool. I bet that was fun. I am He-Man, King of the Universe. Hey, have you seen, I'm kind of jumping around here. Oh my gosh, what is that show called? Oh, Adult Swim. I think that's what, Adult Swim, where Seth Green, he's got like He-Man and the skeleton guys. That Skeletor? Oh, that's cool, Brandy. Go Kyle. And they put like paper mouth on them where they can move the mouth and stuff. Oh my God, it's hilarious. But yeah, He-Man, I just saw that Adult Swim. Oh no, Robot Chicken. It's Robot Chicken on Adult Swim. Yeah, Skeletor. Oh my gosh, if you've never seen Robot Chicken, have you seen Robot Chicken, Wagoo? Because they just use like Barbie dolls, action figures, and a lot of the time it's like Skeletor and some other bad characters from other cartoons, and they're all riding in the car and stuff together. I mean, it's hilarious. Some of it is like, oh my God. And, you know, the humor is not funny and it's like, okay. But a lot of it is pretty funny, especially with Skeletor, because I feel sorry. I feel so bad for that guy on Robot Chicken. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, I'm going to end it here unless you guys have any more comments. And you'll probably have to, if you want to know anything about the two witnesses, go to Pastor Art Murray. I've probably made things a little more confusing. Skeletor. I think so. Grumpy Skeletor on Twitter is brilliant for maintaining Skeletor's sassy ridiculousness. Yes. I wish I could think of some of his lines. It's just the person who does his voice is funny. It's just like that. And now, Wagyu, you're in Switzerland, right? Purple Pie Man. The Purple Pie Man. Okay. Well, it's a good thing you came into the ending then. I mean, I know you're not really religious and stuff, but you're still welcome on my channel. You never cause trouble. So, yeah, the two witnesses, I'll just sum it up really short. The two witnesses are going to come before the Antichrist to prophesy and stuff like that. And they're eventually going to be killed in the streets of Jerusalem. I mean, it's really important to watch what goes on over there. But when they're killed in Jerusalem, 3.5 days later, Jesus returns. We all change into our spiritual body, and that's it. So, yeah, just kind of talking about them. Purple Pie Man. Brandy, that sounds familiar. But if it was like cartoons in the 90s, then I might not know them. That sounds familiar, though. Okay, so Switzerland. I don't know if you know who Nancy Pelosi is. She's like our Speaker of the House in Washington. That's kind of her nickname is Skeletor because she just looks like Skeletor with a wig. Oh, Strawberry Shortcake. Oh, I remember when those dolls came out, they smelled so good. You wanted to eat the doll. So good. Sorry. Crikey, I've been to Jerusalem. Oh, I bet that was awesome. Didn't you feel like I mean, I would be feeling a lot of stuff being there. I would probably be crying the whole time as much as I cry about dumb stuff. That would be neat. I guess, I know I said I would go, I have to see everything in this country before I go to another. But if they said, okay, you can get on a plane and go anywhere you want in this world right now, where it would be. And that's the only place that I would say that I would go to would be Jerusalem. Oh, did you see the manger? I'm just letting you know, Wagyu, that all those sites, they say this was the place where Jesus hung on the cross and stuff like that. Those are not the real places. Constantine's mother was into like witchcrafty stuff, and she was the one who decided where all of those places were going to be. So, I hope you didn't go there to see historical Jesus things because you wouldn't have found them there. Bethlehem. That's cool. I would love to do that. I went to the church that had the hole above the supposedly. Yeah, and I just, I don't believe that is the place. It just feels too artificial for me. And some lady deciding where those places are going to be is ridiculous. She wasn't even from there. So that stuff drives me crazy. I told my friend Judy whenever she took a tour of Israel and stuff, and she brought me a rock. I hope I didn't put it in so good of a hiding, a special place that I've forgotten, but she brought me a rock back from the Sea of Galilee. And I held that thing and I was like, I bet Jesus could have touched this rock. He could have. He could have touched that rock. So it's very special to me. When people, they ask me, what do you want me to bring you back? I'm like, a rock. They're like Charlie Brown. All I got was a rock. I just read that. Yeah, I don't believe in any of those places, being the holy sites of Jesus and everything. I just don't. There's Ron Wyatt, that he can tell you, go look up Ron Wyatt Discoveries, and he'll show you exactly where, Jesus hung on the cross, and and it goes back from like where the Red Sea crossing is and everything. So that's really interesting stuff. Ron Wyatt. Here, I'll type it in so that way. I've been told and I've realized I've done it, but sometimes I'll leave off the first letter of the word I'm saying. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I have friends who doesn't live. Oh, that's pretty cool. He loves Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, superstar. I saw that movie and I did not know what to think. I know it was the 70s, maybe late 60s, 70s, but I didn't know if they were making fun of Jesus, but I don't think it was. It was a musical about Jesus, and I could never get into that. Mind for Knowledge 44. Hey, saying hi. Saw you. I saw this on my channel. Thank you. Or talk to you later. Okay, Mind. See you later. Yep, I'm shutting down here anyway. So come back at 6 tomorrow night. Same time, same channel, same Bat Cave. I got the Bat Cave here. So yeah, I hope that I can direct people towards some good videos to watch and learn from that are not fake, like the Left Behind series. They, went with the word of God on that, and it's going to, I wonder what Tim LaHaye is thinking, sitting up there on the left side of the Gulf, he's probably thinking, well, I'm over here, I told people that they were going to rapture, and that's probably why he's over there. But anywho, all right, you guys, have a good night. And Wagyu, I'm going to check that out. Maybe here tonight I'll check it out a little bit and see if, it interests me or whatever I can find out. And I'll come back tomorrow. At least comment on it. So I hope you come back, Wagyu. Night, night. Hugs back to you, Brandy. Today was fun. I'm glad we did that. We'll talk to you later, Brandy. So yeah, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, I hope that I can guide y'all towards some good videos to watch and learn something, and not all the fake stuff. You can't learn anything from fake. You just can't. You have to want to hear the truth and everything else. And if you handle truth, then maybe you're supposed to be blind, because God did cover some people's eyes for them not to see, and maybe it's because they won't be able to handle it. So all right, Wagyu, cheers to you. Thanks for stopping by, and come back tomorrow night at 6, and I'll let you know if you can, and I'll let you know what I thought of all that. All right, bye, you guys.